A grand welcomes to Outens Edu Online. For the last so many classes, we have discussed about the basic fundamental principles of network theory. That is about charge, voltage, current, the concept of power, active power, reactive power, etc. Then we define KCL and KVL and mesh analysis and nodal analysis and do several problems based on KCL and KVL. And also we discussed voltage division rule, current division rule, source transformation. That is the transformation of voltage source to current source and current source to voltage source. And we discussed about dependent and independent sources. That all things are available in our previous lectures. This class is especially dedicated for a tutorial session. In this session, we are going to do so many problems based on the fundamental facts of network theory, that we are going to use only KCL, KVL and superposition theorems. We want to find the value of I. Choices are given 2, 4, 1 and 8/3 ampere. Now look at this circuit. So many resistance. Now I can redraw the circuit as, you look at this node. From this node, a short circuit path is available. So the current will go through this short circuit path and return to this 8 voltage source. So no current will pass through or any other resistance other than this. So for better understanding, I am going to redraw the circuit. I am drawing 8 voltage, then 2 ohm, 4 ohm, okay, then 2 ohm, 4 ohm, 2 ohm, 4 ohm, then this. Okay, now I can draw this short circuit path, like this is from this point to this point, that is from here to here. That can be drawn as in this manner. Okay, so at this point, this current is coming at this node. So we have 3 branches, 1 branch, 2 branch and 3rd branch. But this branch is a short circuit path having 0 resistance. So the current will fully flow through this branch. So no current flow through this branch. Current in this branch is 0 and 0. And current reach here and return in this manner. So the entire circuit is reduced to a 8 volt source with 2 ohm resistance. Okay, so this is our circuit. Now I is equal to 8/2, that is equal to 4 ampere. So this is the correct answer. Okay, look at this question. We want to find the value of current I. In this question, we have a independent source, a dependent source and a current source. Okay, now we want to find the value of I. Okay, so let us look how we are going to solve this. First, I am going to convert this current source into a voltage source. So this branch is equivalent to a voltage source that is in series with a resistance. The value of this voltage source is 1 volt and this resistance is 1 ohm. So I can replace this branch by this branch. Okay, now I am going to replace this branch by a voltage source in series with a resistance. So this will look like this, a 1 volt battery and 1 ohm. Now simply apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. Right, so I am starting from this point. So voltage across this is taking, this is our loop. So this is Vx. Vx plus 2Vx plus 2 into I plus 1 into I, then 1 plus 1 volt minus 25. So we are moving from lower potential to higher potential. That is minus 25 is equal to 0. Now what is Vx? Vs is a voltage across this 3 ohm resistance. So we can write Vs is equal to 3 into this current I, 3I. Okay, so this become 3Vs. 3Vs means 3 into Vs is 3I. 3 into 3I plus 2I plus I, that is 3I. So plus 3I plus 1 minus 25, that is equal to minus 24. That can be taken into RHS. So this is equal to 24. So 3 into 3, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. 12I is equal to 24. I is equal to 24 divided by 12. That is equal to 2 ampere. So our answer is C. Right. Find the value of I. I is the current through this source. This is the value of current I. Such that current through this branch AB is 0. That means we want to find the value of I such that no current should pass through this branch. Okay, so it is an interesting question. So what is the condition for no current to be passed through this branch? That means potential at this point should be equal to potential at this point B. Since the current will flow only when there is a potential difference. Since we know that water is flow from a high level to low level and current flow from a higher potential to lower potential. If the potential at these 2 points are same, that is VA, be the potential at point A, is equal to VB, then what happens? The potential difference between these 2 points becomes 0 and no current will flow. So that is a condition. So we want to find the value of I such that this potential at this point A should be equal to V. So VA minus VB is equal to 0. So through this branch no current will flow. Then another point of this question is, this question contains a super node. Since through this branch there is a voltage source, so there is a super node. Okay, let's just do this problem. Now, it's a very simple techniques I am going to use here. First applying KCL at this node A and at this node B. Then we can solve and find the value of I. So applying KCL at node A. KCL at node A. Right. So I am assuming all currents are, this current is going outside, this is going outside, and this is the incoming current. Okay. So this outgoing branch current is VA minus 5 divided by 1 plus VA, here there is a source in this branch, so that is a super node. So VA minus, this is minus plus, so minus of minus 1 minus VB divided by 1, that is equal to incoming current is 1 ampere. 1 ampere. So I get VA minus 5 plus VA is minus of minus, that becomes plus 1 minus VB is equal to 1. So VA plus VA, that is 2 VA minus VB. Here minus 5 plus 1, that becomes minus 4 is equal to 1. Since this is a condition, VA is equal to VB, so we can substitute VA is equal to VB. So 2 VB minus VB, that is equal to this minus 4 is taken into RHS, become 5. Or VB is equal to 5. That means VA is equal to VB is equal to 5 volt. This is a condition for which no current will passing through this branch. So apply KCL at node B. Okay. So I am assuming this current is outgoing, this current is outgoing, and this current I is an incoming current. So incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So first current through this branch B, VB minus this 1 volt, is higher potential to lower potential, minus VA divided by 1 plus VB divided by 1, that is a current through this branch, that is equal to I ampere. I. Okay. Now we have VB and VB, 2 VB minus VA. 2 VB minus VA. That is equal to I. This one is taking to the RHS. I plus 1. So 2 VB is equal to VA is equal to 5. That is 2 VB. That is 2 VA minus VA. That is equal to I plus 1. VA is equal to I plus 1. What is VA? VA is 5. 5 is equal to I plus 1. Or I is equal to 5 minus 1. That is equal to 4 ampere. So answer is B. I is equal to 4 ampere. So look at this question. We have circuit is given and so many resistance and a independent current source. And no values of the resistance is given. We want to find the value of this current I. Okay. The direction of the current is from in this direction. So what is I? For this branch, at this node, the current outgoing is 5 ampere and this is 7. So the current coming to this node is this 5 plus this 7. That is 12 ampere. So 12 ampere current will circulate in this branch. So the direction of the current is given in this manner. So the correct answer is minus 12 ampere. Okay. So B is the right answer. We have two sources, a 10 volt voltage source and a 1 ampere current source. Both are independent voltage source and current source. The question is, we want to find the current through this 2 ohm resistance. That is I. Options are given 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 21 by 8 and 23 by 8. So either we can use nodal analysis, mesh analysis, etc. But I am not going to use anything. So I am going to use a small transformation. I am going to transform this current source to a voltage source. So how this circuit will look? So I can redraw the circuit as this voltage source 10 volt, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, then 1 ohm. So this source transformation we can draw this as 1 ohm resistance in series with a voltage source of 1 volt. This is the source transformation of this portion of the circuit. That is, this portion of the circuit is replaced by a resistance of 1 ohm with a voltage source of 1 volt. So our circuit is reduced to in this form. This is again 1 ohm and 1 ohm. So 1 and 1 become 2 ohm. So this become a 2 ohm resistance. This is 2 ohm and again this is 1 ohm resistance. Now we can use superposition theorem. Suppose I am applying first this source. So I can draw the circuit as like this. Now short circuit this voltage source. So this is our circuit. This is 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm and 10 volt. This 2 ohm and 2 ohm are in parallel. So the resultant is 2 into 2 divided by 2 plus 2. That is equal to 1. So this is replaced by a 1 ohm resistance. Now 1 plus 1 in series and 10 voltage. So I is equal to 10 divided by 2. That is equal to 5 ampere. Okay. Now what is our source? 5 ampere. So this source will deliver a 5 ampere current. So our circuit will look like this. This is 5 ampere. This 5 ampere at this node it's split into 2. Both are 2 ohm. So we can use current division rule. So 2.5 ampere goes through this branch and 2.5 ampere goes to this branch. Current through this resistance when 10 volt source alone acting is 2.5 ampere. That is 5 by 2 ampere. So I can write this as I1. that is equal to 5 by 2 ampere. Now we want to find the current when this 1 volt source alone is acting. Purpose, I am going to short circuit this voltage source. So circuit can be redrawn as this is 1 ohm, 2 ohm, here 2 ohm and 1 volt source. Now this 1 volt source alone is acting. This is 2 ohm, 2 ohm and 1 ohm. This 1 and 2 is in parallel. So resultant is 1 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2, that is equal to 2 by 3. This 2 by 3 is in series with this 2 ohm. So 2 by 3 plus 2, that is equal to 2 plus 2 into 3, 6 by 3 is equal to 8 by 3. So the circuit is reduced into a 1 volt 8 by 3 ohm resistance. This is I. So I is equal to 1 divided by 8 by 3. That is equal to 3 by 8 ampere. Okay. Now we can use current division rule for the circuit. So our circuit become, what is our circuit? So when one voltage source alone is acting, this current is 3 by 8 amps. And this node, this 3 by 8 amps is divided into two. One through this branch and one through this branch. We want to find the current through this branch. So we can use current division rule. So let this current is I2. So I2 is equal to this current 3 by 8 into this resistance 1 divided by total resistance, that is 3. That is equal to 3 and 3 get cancelled, 1 by 8. Okay, so total current is equal to I1 plus I2. That is I is equal to I1 plus I2 by using superposition principle. That is equal to 5 by 2 plus 1 by 8. That is equal to, taking the LCM, we get 20 plus 1 divided by 8 is equal to 21 by 8 ampere. So, our right answer is C. The same question can be done by using either KC mesh analysis or node analysis.